coaching switch
It's been great. I really enjoyed our first day with Phil yesterday and Coach Steele, and I have all the confidence in the world they're going to do a great job. And we've known Phil for a while, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a change, too much of anything different. Oh yeah, probably hear him now.
How do you feel about being one of the more experienced and senior members of this offensive line all of a sudden?
Somebody said that to me the other day, and it doesn't really feel that different to me, to be honest. I still have a job to do. I have a responsibility to play at a high level and come out and be the best version of myself that I can be, but if people need help, I'm willing to take them along, for sure.
Brian, one thing that stands out to you about how you're better now than you were when you first started?
Yeah, I hope a lot of things, but just my approach and the way that I carry myself coming out to practice and in the meetings every day. I look at it as an opportunity to get better now at practice, where before it's a little bit like, all right, I got to get through this and make sure I have a good one, and I'm worried about trying to get better every day and not the big picture. I'd say more mindset things, and that has a lot to do with having Riley for the last couple of years, and just trying to be the best version of myself.
Coach Zimmer mentioned the contract extension negotiations are ongoing with you, and that they certainly hope to keep you. How are they going from your standpoint?
My focus is 100% on football. This whole camp, this whole week. There's people that handle that at the front office here, and my agent, so it'll play itself out. I want to be here. I love it here, and we got to finish what we started.
I know when you see right tackles getting paid the way that they have been.
Yeah. But once again, you can't worry about that. There's people that handle that, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta have a good practice today. Daniil's back, and that gives me plenty of trouble already. So I got my hands full for sure.
Can you think back to the time that your rookie year, thinking 4 years ahead when you were going against Brian Robeson, and just kind of learning how to do this, and kind of where you're at now, where those rookies that were in your shoes 4 years ago, how they might be able to grow from that?
Can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I got a little lost in my own question. I remember 4 years ago when you're going against Brian Robeson, just learning how to do this. They had a lot of good defensive ends. What can you take from that experience and impress upon when Christian starts playing or any of the younger tackles?
I'd say the fact that you're not used to getting beat. I'm still getting beat in practice. And in college, for these guys, that really didn't happen all that frequently. They're the best guy in college. They're the best player, probably in their conference, some of the best players in the country. And now you come out here and you're going against the best players in the world. And it's a big jump for anybody. And just being able to not let one play turn into 3 bad plays. And if you get beat once, that's it. It's the new play. And having a mindset where you can flush out the bad ones right away. Takes a little bit longer for some people than others, but just trying to be hey man, it's good. We're gonna have 5,000 more reps over the next couple weeks, so it's all good if one goes poorly.
You mentioned having to handle Daniil. You're probably the best guy to ask. How close do you think he is back to what he was 2 years ago?
He was pretty damn good yesterday. It's gonna be a big help for me. I think he's. You look at him. He looks amazing. That's no surprise, but. He's a professional. He goes about his business the right way, and he works hard, and I think it's going to make everybody better. If we get to see that level of competition every day, that can only put us in hard situations, and you want that. You want the game to be easier than practice, and he sure makes practice really hard.
What does he do that's helped make you better over the reps you've had against him in the last few years?
Well, he's just bigger, faster, stronger, quicker, and more skilled than 99% of the people out there. But then he's also willing to talk to you about things that happen. So if he beats you, I can ask him questions. This is what I saw. This is what you did. This made me react this way. And then he's not afraid to lift you up when you do something good too. So, but he's just hey man, we're working. We're out here to work. We're out here to get better. And I'm going to help you get as good as you can. And hopefully it's vice versa. Hopefully I push him as well.
Right. There's a competition going on next to you at right guard. What's the most helpful thing you can do to those players that are cycling in?
Once again, just try to be myself. I hope they enjoy playing next to me. I know me and Garrett can help whoever it is with the calls and what's going on. And just know that I have their back, whoever it is. That's not my decision. I got my own job to worry about. and just help them, whoever it is. This is where we're going. Just know that I'm here for them, and that stuff is sorted out by people other than me. So just whoever's in there, I got their back for sure.
What does it take to build up the chemistry, like especially like moving off of double teams and stuff like that?
How long?
Yeah.
I've played with whoever I've been playing against with the last couple years. I've started games next to Dakota. Have had a ton of work with Oli in previous years playing tackle. So I kind of know what they both do and what they're both like and how they fit certain things. And it's only going to come with time, more reps. Hopefully it will get us more comfortable, but I hope not that long.
You asked Daniil, what did you do right there? And he said, I don't know. I just kind of reacted. How does that help you? So then you just have to react. You can't really talk about what he did, right? It's just kind of a reaction kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what some of the best players do is they just play and they feel. And he's certainly one of the best. So he just goes off by what he feels, and then we can go back and watch the tape, and then I'll go to him and be like, I think I saw this, and we can recap later. It might not happen right away on the field, but the best players just play, and I'm just I'm trying to get to the same level and just be able to play free and play fast and not think. I'd hope so, but I got a long way to go. I think we can all get better. I'm nowhere near where I want to be in terms of level of thinking or playing or physical or anything. We all got a long way to go.
Brian, one more contract question. I mean, traditionally left tackles are paid more than right tackles, but you're, most people believe, the best tackle on the team. Should it matter if you're left side, right side in terms of contracts?
That's not for me to worry about. My job is to play football and play the best I can for this team and have a great camp, so it's all good.
Christian coming on a little bit slowly. I know Mike Zimmer said they're going to be careful coming off that injury. What can you do as a veteran to make sure that whenever he is ready to go, that he's up to speed on everything?
I think helping him out now as much as we can, in meetings, in walkthroughs, on the field, in individual, having a chance to pull him aside and be like, hey, look, this is what we saw here, and this is why we're taking a different angle on this play, or this is why I got in trouble, or this is why I got beat, and just, be very active with him in terms of what we see, why we see it, and like how we try to do things now and do it every day. And just he's a good kid, smart worker. He's got all the potential in the world. He'll be great, no doubt. So just try to keep him involved now.
Brian, where have you seen Ole grow the last couple of years?
Say that again?
Where have you seen Ole Udo grow the last few years?
Everything. He's, everything comes to him a lot quicker now. He picks up things. He understands the deeper levels of plays a lot more now. He's so much more confident in who he is and how much of a great athlete he is. And he understands his strengths really well. And there's a lot of them. I think, he's going to have an unbelievable career. He's a really good player. And I'm proud of him for the work that he's put in, because he's way different now than when he was when he first got here.
Do you remember Patrick Jones at all college? I think he was a freshman, right?
Absolutely.
Did you guys have any battles in college, or were you?
Yeah, I blocked him on scout team my last year in college for the whole year. He made sure to remind DJ Wonham yesterday in front of me that he used to give me the work. I got to go into the vault to get some film of that. We'll see. But he's a good kid. I'm really excited to have him here, and I'm happy to help him any way I can.
In terms of Jalen Twyman with the incident, him being shot in Washington, how did you reach out to him right away, or what have been your conversations with him?
I reached out to him. I just want the best for him as a person, and just make sure he's doing okay. The number one thing is that he's okay as a person, and football's secondary in a situation like that. But I'm happy he's doing well.